Thank you, Mr. President. I stand in strong support of this proposed amendment to the U.S. Constitution to uphold and affirm traditional marriage. Several years ago, when folks focused on the health of marriage and the upbringing of children from around the country gathered to begin to attack this threat and this problem, they came to the Congress with the idea of proposing a constitutional amendment. And they went to certain members of both the House and the Senate, Republicans and Democrats. I was in the House at the time, and I was honored that I was one of the 4 House Republicans. There were 8 House members in all, 4 Republicans and 4 Democrats, who these leaders approached to be original co-authors of this sort of constitutional amendment. I immediately agreed and have been very, very involved in the debate and the fight ever since then. Marriage, it's often said, but it's very, very true, and it is worth repeating. Marriage is truly the most fundamental social institution in human history. Now think about that statement and the significance of it. The single most fundamental social institution in human history. Those enduring, hopefully enduring, social institutions like marriage, community, church, faith communities. We need to realize just how central those sorts of institutions are and how important they are in terms of influencing behavior in our society, good behavior and bad behavior. When we look at so many of the social ills we try to address here in Congress with government programs and proposals, serious social problems like drug abuse, teenage pregnancy, and the like, perhaps the single biggest predictor of good results versus bad results is whether kids come from a stable, loving, nurturing two-parent family, a mother and a father. And so I think it's very appropriate and well overdue that we focus here in the Senate on nurturing, upholding, preserving, protecting such a fundamental social institution as traditional marriage. A lot of folks here in Washington don't get that, don't fully understand it, but I can tell you real people in the real world, certainly including in Louisiana, do. They get it. Let's take time to remember and focus on truly significant, enduring social institutions, which are the greatest predictors, the greatest factors in terms of encouraging good behavior and success, discouraging bad behavior and failure. While we may not reach the 2/3 vote we ultimately need with this vote this week, that we will make important progress. We will pick up votes since the last time the Congress voted on this issue in 2004. And I'm one small example of that progress. I urge my colleagues to rally around enduring, positive social institutions that are so essential for the health of families, kids being brought up, and indeed our entire society. With that, Mr. President, I yield back my time.